Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Early Morning Horror. I'm your host, Tristan, and today we are going to be covering The Monkey from 2025. The Monkey, if I had to describe it, is kind of almost like if Final Destination, but the bad guy had a final form. Like if death had a final form. Or a physical form, I should say. But I really did enjoy this movie. I might even say that I loved it. It's something that I will rewatch because I really did love it that much. Uh, so basically, the monkey seemed like it was going to take a different kind of route from being a comedy horror. I think it was James A. Janice that said that it was originally going to be more serious, more grim when it was specifically James Wan doing it, but then Osgood Perkins, son of Anthony Perkins, came in and kind of added the more comedic twist with it, which does land for me. It was very stupid fun for most of the movie. But yeah, we can go through a few of the facts that I got here, which is the director is Osgood. Sorry, the director is Osgood Perkins, son of Anthony Perkins, who played uh, in all the original Psycho movies. And then the producer is James Wan because he's the one that owns Atomic Monster, I believe. The writers were Osgood Perkins and Stephen King because The Monkey is based off of a short of Stephen King, which I believe, yes, it is based on Stephen King's short Skeleton Crew. So the budget was between 10 to 11 million dollars and it ended up grossing over 68.9 million, which is an insane amount to me. But that is about all that I have besides the cast I have, which we do have some big names in it. Or we've got Adam Scott in it. We've got uh where's he at? Elijah Woods in it. We've got Theo, what's his name? Where is it at? I lost it. We got Theo James in this, which he was in the Divergent movies. I think that's what he's mostly known for. And then we've also got, if I can find his name, Christian Convery, which, if I'm not mistaken, is the same kid from the show Sweet Tooth. So yeah, couple of little fun facts that I got right here is that the monkey had drums instead of the cymbals because Disney owns the rights for the cymbals monkey since it was in Toy Story 3. Even though that the cymbals monkey has been around a whole lot longer since before Toy Story 3. And the babysitter in the movie, which I do have her name written down here. Where's that? The babysitter in the movie, if I can find it. Okay, here we go. Danica Dreyer is the actress, but the name is Annie Wilkes. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that last name right, but that is the same name from the main villain in the movie Misery, which is another Stephen King movie. Okay, so that is all my fun facts. That is my little general facts, stuff like that. Now let's go through this movie because it was it's a whole lot more fun to watch than I'm sure listening to me talk about. So please go watch it. I believe it's on Disney Plus right now. So if you've got Disney Plus, go watch it. If not, you can maybe wait till it comes out free on Prime or anything like that. Okay. So we start the movie off. It's kind of raining, it looked like, and we've got Adam Scott running into this pawn shop with this monkey in hand. Basically, he sits it on the counter and he wants to return it, and uh, the shop owner's like, "It's broken. We can't take it back. We can't take back broken kids' toys, anything like that." And he's like, "Do not call it a kid's toy." And then it was mentioned about how his right paw is still up in the air. And Adam Scott's like, "You don't want that paw to come back down, or otherwise we're all fucked to hell." It's like, oh, okay, so that's what this is. Basically, he starts he starts playing them little drums too. I'm telling you, it's very creepy because it's drums. I don't know, it's a creepy type of thing. And then the shop owner's like, "Well, I don't feel fucked to hell or anything like that." And then before you know it, this rat chewed through a rope which was holding something, which bumped into this mannequin deep sea diver suit thing that was holding a harpoon gun, and the harpoon gun goes off and skewers the pawn shop owner, and then it reels the harpoon back and pulls out his intestines. And it's like, oh god, okay. And it was like kind of quick and sudden and wasn't expected. It was funny, but and then Adam Scott sees this flamethrower and decides that he is going to use it and calls the monkey an infernal son of a whore. I watched that little part right there and I had to stop the movie and I'm like, let me wait to watch this with my family because this is good. Uh, we jump ahead in time. I should have wrote this down. I don't remember when. I think it's the 80s, but we're looking at two kids. They're twins, and one of them is 3 minutes older, and he owns that he's the older brother by being the worst little shit around. Okay, like he keeps calling. Uh, He calls his little brother like little shit all the time and threatens to hit him and a whole bunch of other older brother type things. Except my older brother didn't do that. But basically, the mom has told them that their father left for cigarettes, which is the same way that Stephen King's dad left him. So, pretty sure that's put there before. But the two twins are digging through their dad's stuff in the closet, and it's called an organ grinder monkey, or like that's the company name, I think. But says on the box, "Turn the key and see what happens." Which, of course, they're gonna turn the key and see what happens. And this monkey gives this creepy smile, and then the drumstick twirls in its hand, and it's holding up, and uh the mom now has a blind date that's going to happen, and the twins go with the babysitter out to a hibachi grill, and the chef is really into this babysitter. You can tell because he has not taken eyes off of her. Makes a rice heart, makes it beat and everything. And then the monkey teleports into the front seat of the babysitter's van, and it starts playing those little drums. And then the hibachi chef guy cuts the babysitter's head off. Like very, very cleanly. It is so easy. There was no resistance, nothing. She even like turned her head and looked at the kid before her head fell off. I mean, it's very much a I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting something, but not that. And it cuts to the funeral, and this priest is such a rookie. And I looked it up. Whenever I was looking at the cast, his role is actually rookie priest. But basically, this priest is like, well, it is what it is. Is there a big plan? I don't know. It's like kind of messed up if there is, but yeah. And then the mom after the funeral is really like trying to tell them, everybody dies, like it happens. And it is sad, but it does happen. And then I wrote down thanks mom for the emotional talk and then dancing, which I guess was her way of trying to get over loss, which is perfectly fine. Now we get back to school and we've got like a Mean Girls gang of some sort. Like she was talking to Hal. Hal is the main character. Hal is the little brother. And these girls are saying, "We heard that your mom wears the pants in the house, but you're obviously wearing pants, and obviously, only one person can wear the pants in the house. So uh, these girls stole his pants. I don't fucking know, but yeah, he goes home with no pants on. I don't get it because doesn't the older brother also wear pants? So it makes no sense. But uh he's basically Hal is talking with this monkey now. Like he is trying to communicate with it. It's not communicating back, but he's trying to talk to it, asking him if he did it. Like did you kill the babysitter? Uh and then the older brother comes in and is making fun of him and says he will eat the rest of your placenta. I do not understand that threat, but it was funny. And then we're back at school, and then the mean girls come in, and they've got a lot of bananas. Like, I don't understand how. It would have cost more money than they would have been able to get. That's for damn sure. But they've got like boxes of bananas. And they proceed to paint Hal with them, no doubt. But uh then Hal gets back home and he cusses at his mom cuz he's pissed and I really don't blame him. She's like making a cake or something. But he goes up to the monkey and he wished his brother dead and turned the key. But then older brother gets in, Will, and he sees that his mom has an aneurysm and dies. Cut to the funeral. Then after the funeral, where Hal is sitting on the steps and Uncle Chip comes down, starts talking to him like, we never want to be parents. We enjoyed being able to just sit down and stay sitting down until we decide to get back up. Plus, we're swingers, and it's like, oh, okay, so you're lazy and swingers, and what you're saying is you don't want us around, but whatever. Also, Uncle Chip is played by Osgood Perkins, which is really cool. And there's also Aunt Eda, but let's see. Who played Aunt Eda? Sarah Levy is who played Aunt Eda. But I mean, they seem like fun aunts and uncles for sure. But and then because of their mom dying, Hal decides that he's going to chop up this monkey with a cleaver in the kitchen, and it seems to have blood in it. It's pretty gross, but he chops it up, and then it comes right back. And it's about this time where the twins are actually talking. And I wrote down asshole Bill need therapy. But I'm pretty sure his name is Will. Or maybe like Billy, since that's kind of a short name for William. I don't know. But anyways, this is about when he was saying that he did not want to take off his suit because if he takes it off, there will be another funeral and then he'll have to put it back on. So he says, if I never take it off, there will be no more funerals. It's very sad, but I mean, he did lose his mom and his babysitter. So, and he had a crush on his babysitter. I think I forgot. But the monkey is back, and uh, basically, Hal tells Will about the monkey, and if you turn it, then somebody will die. And Will was like, well, can if you turn the key, will you die? And Hal's like, I don't know. Well, let's test it out. And he twists the key, and boom, Uncle Chip's dead. He got trampled by horses while he was camping, and he got turned into ground beef. It was bad, but they decide to drop the monkey into a well. It reminded me of The Ring, but James A. Janice did mention the leprechaun a few times during this movie. And then 25 years pass. And Antita heard something and decides to go check it out. She's carrying this giant freaking revolver, and she falls down the stairs. Not falls down the stairs, but she falls like into the stairs and through the stairs in the basement, and her face goes into a bunch of hooks. Oh, it looks bad. But she falls face first into those stairs into the hooks, removes the hooks, and then for some reason she's checking out her gas stove. And then her gas stove proceeds to light her head on fire. And my dad immediately called her Ghost Rider. And then she goes running out of the house. She steps into something. I don't know what it was that she stepped on, but I just know that she ended up running face first into that for sale post. And yep, that's how Aunt Eda died. But we cut to meeting Hal now, which is played by the guy named, which is played by Theo James. Well, both twins are played by Theo James, but you know what I mean. Just like how the younger kids were both played by Christian Convery. But okay, so 25 years later, we learn that he only sees his kid like once or twice a year, which is understandable because he does not want his kid around with the thought or possibility of the monkey killing his kid in some crazy accident. But he's basically asking his boss if he can take like some time off work so that way he can spend it with his kid. And he said, yeah, whatever. He's very chill owner. He just says, man, that sucks to everything. But cuts to the boy's mother, who I don't even think I have it wrote down. Yeah, I don't think so. I do have the stepdad's name wrote down, which is Elijah Wood, and the character's name is Ted Hammerman. But basically, they want to adopt their son Petey, who is in his teens by now. But they're like, we want to give you like a week until, we decide to adopt him. So they go on a quote road trip, and the monkey is at the estate sale for some reason. And this, I want to say kid, but he's probably like a young man, if not in his 20s. Guy named Ricky. If I can find his name. Okay, played by Rohan Campbell. Uh Ricky sees this monkey and then gives it over to, well, takes it back home, and for some reason it reminds him of his father. I don't know why, but it does. And then we cut to sitting at the motel, and Petey is basically asking about this family tree, trying to ask him, do you have any siblings? Hal says no. What about the rest of your family? All of them are dead. Like, oh, well, that sucks. And then Hal has this trippy dream where basically Kong grabs him out of his bed and then puts him on a kitchen counter and chops him up. Yeah, it was a very trippy looking dream, but it was cool looking. And then I wrote Big Bro Colin. So Hal answers the phone, gets called a little shit or a little bitch, I can't remember. And Hal's talking to him, and all of a sudden, this woman exploded in the pool due to it being electrocuted. And we're talking body parts go flying everywhere. There was blood all over. It looked good. But he said, all right, I'm leaving. He gets his son, and they leave to investigate, to go find this monkey. We get a flashback from Hal's side to their mom giving like good life advice, like don't waste your time, stuff like that. I wish I actually wrote it down, but I spent more time enjoying this movie than writing notes, it seems. Huh. I don't know why, but I wrote down Petey found flyers. Flyers. What? Okay, anyways, this real estate lady is basically, she was placing a whole lot of emphasis on, hey, your brother Will. Yeah, you remember your brother Will? Like, placed so much emphasis on brother Will. like, uh, then we come to find out that there's been like multiple freak accidents around, multiple people dying, not just Aunt Ida. Like, we had a lawnmower death, neighbor getting sprayed with blood. Uh, One guy got a steamer from an espresso machine melt part of his face off, and then a cobra bit some woman's neck. And then not too long later, real estate lady got killed by a shotgun. And there are cheerleaders outside cheering, "Oh, they're bringing the body out. Yay!" And I just write down, what the fuck with these kids cheering for a body? And basically, Hal is now looking for his brother because he believes that his brother has the monkey after their last phone call. So he grabs a phone book from 2024 and scrolls through it and finds somebody named Miss Monkey, which is about as on the nose as you can get. But the twin is, we see the twin, and the twin is like wearing a version of the suit that he used to wear as a kid. Like it was cut out to where it could fit him. But this older twin, Will, is pissed with his younger brother because he knows that his younger brother was the one that turned the key that led to his mom dying. And he's basically been trying to just keep twisting this key and it'll eventually kill his brother, which is not how it works. But he has a lot of TVs, and I just write down this dude crazy. But even the manager died from the vape, or not from the vape, but he died because he stepped on a rake and it knocked his vape into his throat and he died. But he keeps turning the key, and now we cut to the motel, and it's a heated argument because Hal did lie, but Pete was called an accident, but not a mistake. He just wants his son safe. Hal just wants him away from all of this. And I wrote down, this kid's crazy. I think I'm talking about Ricky because Ricky like kidnaps them and sends Petey inside of Will's house to get the monkey. But yeah, it's definitely a weird one. And basically, we find out that, well, Petey finds out and says, been a deadbeat because of a toy monkey. Which Yeah, in hindsight, it sounds bad, but when it's the equivalent of messing with death from Final Destination, it's kind of what it's like. And I said, this place is creepy and booby trapped. And then crazy kid hates cops. So basically, he's going through this hotel, it looks like, which is also W- Will's house, and it is booby trapped to the gills. Like, we've got stuff that falls, lots of blades, cannons, everything. But basically, this kid, Ricky, hates cops. Petey meets Billy, and he really wants Pete to turn this key, like, really badly. I don't know how, but it looks like he does. And this wasp nest is just chilling uh in this tree kind of close to the car. Ricky accidentally shoots it, and then all these bees swarm through the hole in the car windshield and proceed to kill Ricky by invading his body and tearing him apart. Oh, it looked so good. It was really good. But uh Will tries to like force the monkey's arm or something, and the monkey did not like it and proceeded to kill just about the entire town plus a plane. What? I don't know what this sentence means, but I wrote down emotional conversation, which I'm sure was between Hal and Petey, and then I don't even know what that means. But basically, Bill gets killed by a cannon that shoots the same bowling ball that Hal was dreaming about killing him with when they were kids. And then there's a flaming baby as they're heading out of town, Petey and Hal. And then we see a white figure riding a white horse that has like smoke coming off of it, which must be Death. And they just watch Death walk on by, which I think I would have done the same thing. And then after they pass by, there is a bus full of teenage cheerleaders, looks like the same ones from the real estate sale. And then a semi truck comes by and kills all of them. Oh my god, there was a lot of death in this. There was quite a lot, but yeah, that was The Monkey from 2025. If you have not seen it, please go check it out. It's actually a really good movie. It's really well made. It's it's just goofy fun. It's a movie that I fully plan on rewatching. I'm not going to say that it is anywhere near as good as Final Destination, despite the kind of comparisons I made. That's only because of the crazy deaths. So yeah, I hope that you all have a wonderful day, and I cannot wait to see you in the next episode. Bye bye.